everyone, it's Maki here. In the Universal Century universe, the largest war was the One-Year War. This conflict had a huge impact on the Universal Century series that followed. At the very beginning of the One-Year War came the One-Week War. The first colony drop of the Universal Century took place during this war. As the name suggests, it was a war fought between the Earth's Federation forces and the Principality of Zeon over the course of a single week. However, there is a small mystery hidden in this battle. The other day, I released a program titled The Real Reason Why Gira and Zobi Carried Out the Colony Drop Operation. In it, I revealed that the Zeon forces completed their colony gassing operation in around 20 hours. They destroyed the Earth's Federation's patrol fleet and massacred the inhabitants of the space colony. So, if the colony was subdued in just 20 hours, why is it called the One-Week War? Once again, I'll base my explanation on the novel written by Yoshiyuki Tomino. Bear in mind that there are differences compared to the official setting of the TV anime. It is best to interpret this as one possible version of history. By analyzing this, we can deepen our understanding of General Revil, the hero of the Earth's Federation forces. But before we get into the main topic, I have a quick announcement to make. On my channel, I'm inviting support through memberships. For just 99 cents a month, you can get a name badge and a special commenting perk. Now then, let's dive into the analysis. The One-Week War began just 3 seconds after the Principality of Zeon declared war on the Earth's Federation government. Zeon was located at Site 3, the farthest point from Earth. From there, Zeon forces launched attacks against Sites 1, 2, and 4. Simultaneously, they attacked the Federation patrol fleets in Earth orbit and seized control of Grenada, a city on the moon. That is the official setting of the One-Week War. But what differences did Tomino envision for the One-Week War? The answer can be found in the first volume of his novel. In the novel, Site 5 was also among Zeon's attack targets. In the TV anime setting, however, Site 5 was not targeted. Let's examine the passage describing the Federation's response to Zeon's declaration of war and the initial attack. There was only one exception. The exception was Revil's fleet, stationed at Site 5. Zeon was unable to defeat Revil's fleet in their first strike. Revil's fleet successfully repelled Zeon's attack and defended Site 5. Additionally, the book Tomino Goroku, which compiles Mr. Tomino's interviews, also describes the One-Week War. All 4 sides, 1 to 4 and 5, were attacked simultaneously. As this battle lasted a week, it came to be known as the One-Week War. It was thanks to General Revil leading his fleet to withstand Zeon's assault without defeat and protect Site 5 that the conflict stretched into a full week. That's how the name One-Week War came to be. Following this, the colony drop operation was carried out. The Zeon forces then achieved an overwhelming victory over the Earth's Federation forces in the Battle of Room. This battle took place in Room, which is located in Site 5. Room was the only place that survived Zeon's attack. The commander of the Earth's Federation forces was General Revil, who had defended Site 5. This historical fact is the origin of the name Battle of Room. In Tomino Goroku, Mr. Tomino also explained that because Site 5 was the only one not destroyed during the One-Week War, both friends and foes referred to it as the Battle of Room. General Revil was reported to have been killed in action during this battle. However, this death in battle was inaccurate. He was actually captured by the Black Tri-Stars, Zeon's pilots. However, due to the disarray in the Earth's Federation's command structure, this fact was not grasped correctly. Consequently, within the Earth's Federation forces, General Revil was treated as though he had died in battle. Following this defeat, the Earth's Federation recognized that they had been beaten. The miracle survival of Site 5 from Zeon's attack. They also recognized the heroism of General Revil, who had defended Site 5 from Zeon's assault. These 2 points are crucial. Ultimately, the realization that the great hero had been defeated and was gone led the Earth's Federation to accept the outcome as a true defeat. From this point on, it's basically the history you all know. Having been taken prisoner by Zeon, General Revil miraculously succeeded in escaping and returned to address the Earth's Federation forces. In response, the Federation resolved to fight Zeon to the very end. Many fans have probably asked themselves why would the wars of just one commander, General Revil, cause the entire Earth's Federation to decide on all-out resistance. The information in Tomino's novel version is important here. To the Earth's Federation forces, General Revil was an exceptionally great hero. He was the one who endured Zeon's first ever mobile suit assault, the first of its kind in human history. It was precisely because of this experience that he pushed forward the development of the Gundam, known as the Bluey Project. Taking Tomino's novel into account, it makes perfect sense that General Revil would be extremely supportive of the White Base, the warship belonging to Admiral Ray, and his crew. General Revil was the only person in the Federation who truly understood the effectiveness of mobile suits because he had real combat experience with them. He guided the Federation to victory in the One-Year War. Although he died near the end of the war, Zeon was defeated by the strategy he had planned. This is the great legacy that General Revil left behind in the Universal Century. In Gundam Unicorn, a warship bearing his name appears. By bearing the name of such a great man, the Federation seems to be declaring its own dignity. At the same time, General Revil was also known as the hero who fought to defend the space colonies. Examining the battleship from this perspective is also a fascinating experience. By exploring the mystery of the One-Week War, we revisited the question of why General Revil was held in such high regard by the soldiers of the Earth's Federation forces. Hopefully, this has given you a fresh perspective on the Universal Century series and the original 0079 story. I'll continue to study the world of the Universal Century, so please look forward to it. Thank you for watching until the very end. See you again in the next program.